Well, it was a battle to the wire all the way to the end with Chase there. It's satisfying when you're the guy to get the win, I'll tell you that, when the moto comes down to the wire like that. So, epic second moto. First moto was a little bit of a buzzkill, obviously, when he tipped over, and I was able to kind of just cruise it on in. Even he had some good lines on that first moto, some better lines than me, was doing things a little bit different. I cleaned that up for Moto 2, and I was more of the guy for Moto 2, so that was good to bounce back from that and get to the lead. And yeah, that was a lot of fun, but it was gnarly.
It's cool, especially to race Eli. I mean, he's gnarly in Supercross, but really gnarly outdoors. And I think this is the biggest step I've made outdoor. I've never been that great of an outdoor rider, and to be able to race him now and go toe to toe with him is good. But now it's definitely getting old getting beat by him. So I got a lot of motivation. Definitely first moto I was riding really well. I kind of passed him and got away and made a little bit small mistake, but it was good mentally to be able to do that, even if I didn't get the win. So I think he knows and I know that it's going to come down to us. So it's fun. It's good to race him, and he's been at the top for a while. So I want to be able to take him down, and this might be the last chance I get outdoors. So
yeah, it's for me 3-4. I'm actually kind of excited on it. It's been kind of a couple drama-filled weekends as far as just crashes, and all on me. I just haven't been able to get the starts and be up there. And yeah, I think out of the last 6 motos previous to this, I crashed in 5 of them. Yeah. So, but they're really not crazy crashes. Yeah. So it was nice to get some momentum on my side. I know it wasn't like too brilliant or anything like that, but it was nice to get momentum on my side and be back up on the podium and start chip away, make progress.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, that first moto I was really happy with. We settled in for 4th and just right behind Jason, and even Sexton was not too far up the road, and it was nice. Second moto, just not the greatest start. I put myself in a bad position and just had to make a lot of passes in the beginning of the race, but ended up 6th and 4-6 on the day. I think 5th overall, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just feel like I'm just on that verge of, the next step is the podium. I'm not letting it stress me out and, putting all this pressure on myself to get there. Of course, we want to do it, but I just feel like the last few races just kind of hanging in this balance of, 4th through 7th and, the third place through 7th place. Yeah. As far as the points go at the end of the day, it's like we're all within like 1 or 2 points or tied. Right. So it's just like, I think at this point I really want to put, the last couple weekends, the first moto I feel like has been good. Second moto just haven't backed it up. So I really want to put in 2 solid motos moving forward here.
Yeah, I mean, it feels all right. Definitely not as good as last week for sure, but overall, second moto really rode good. I came from like 30th back to 7th, so that felt pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with my riding. I just got to figure some things out. And starts haven't been there. I mean, they were there last week, and look what happened. So if I can just master the starts and get up front early with Eli and Chase, who knows? I could try and match their next level riding right now. They're going so fast. But no, I think I just need to work on my starts and work on just some mental things, and yeah, I'll be right there.
Yeah, first moto I had a decent start. I think I was 2nd. I whole shot actually. Made a couple mistakes where I picked the wrong line. Justin got past, and then he ended up going washing the front. And I just followed him, so I ended up losing even another position, which kind of sucked. I think I lost 2, so I went back to 3rd. So it was a bad first lap, and then I kind of just made my way into 2nd. I got Hunter. For a few laps, I was leading, and then he ended up had a better line somewhere, and he ended up getting me back. So it kind of sucked, but then I was following him for most of the moto. He led a good bit of the moto, and then at the very second last lap to go, the lap was really gnarly this weekend. Ended up capitalizing on a mistake. He ended up getting kind of boxed in by his lappers, which sucked for him. So got him, and then it was just an all-out sprint at the end of that. It was one more lap to go, and then second moto, like you said. Good start. I got into first, got that bit of a gap, and I just maintained all the way to the end.
Yeah, the start could be better, but so I used starting block for the first time on second moto. Okay. So before red flag, I was like top 5, 7 area, and after red flag, top 3 starts. So it was both great starts. So I'm gonna keep using that. You figured it out. Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, absolutely. Best qualifying 8 which is good for me. I'm not usually the one-lap wonder kind of guy, and yeah, that first moto I rode really well. Got up into third and was trying to get onto the Lawrences, but they're in their own race pretty much, and I was out in the open just trying to keep my pace going and focus on myself, and I was so close to getting third. I got a little bit of that taste on the tip of my tongue. Just got more fire to the fight for this week for sure. So close to getting that, but yeah, second moto I just didn't have the starts. I went to a hard pack. I ran scoop all day, and after watching Tomac with the scoop and even riding the track myself, it was definitely a scoop tire track still. And they just ripped the start for us. But even on the first start, I was in a really good position with all the guys that went down. Because I knew Joe just beat me. I had to beat Joe for a podium, and he fell with that group of guys. And RJ was behind me the first moto, and he was just in front of me that second. So, I was lucky, but then unlucky with the red flag. And yeah, I rode good all day. The teams made advances on the bike with suspension and motor, so the motor's a little stronger, and the suspension's getting more consistent and more solid. I get to go back to Kelley this week and do some testing, so maybe tune that in a little more and tune myself in a little more and get those 5 corners left to the third.
It was okay. Not my best day, but okay starts, and then just kind of didn't have that intensity today and lacked that, which kind of made it tough on me, but salvaged what I could for the day, and this week just got to regroup and get my fire back.
Yeah, better second moto for sure. I still need to get a better start. Yeah, I was messing around with back of the pack first moto, and I just couldn't find a way through them. That was a tough one. Just super frustrated about pretty much the whole day as a whole. I know the second moto was a lot better, but I think capable of a lot more. So yeah, I think we're just back to the drawing board and doing some work for Schugel. I like that track a lot, so I'm excited about it. But yeah, overall, I guess we improved on the day, but I'm hungry for more.
Yeah, first moto, I faded a little bit. I wasn't too stoked on that. I had a good start, but ended up going back to 14th. And then second moto actually had a crash about halfway with another rider, and that kind of put me back. So I had to move up into 12th. But yeah, it's just getting used to running that top pace. I figured out my starts a little bit, but I just got to get used to it.
Yeah, my first moto start was very bad, and there's no jump, for a little bit, so you can't really pull a tail off going down the straight, which I tried to, but the bars were starting to get away from me. And then about like 4 laps in, I had a rider go down in front of me, and I hit his bike and went down as well. I got up and I charged back to 18th. I was stoked with how the moto went, like how I did. So second moto, I knew like what I needed to do, and I got a really good start before the restart. And I was going good, and then, red flag, and I was like, no way. I was like, hey, at least I get another chance to try and get the whole shot, because I was pretty, feeling good about it. And then my start wasn't as good after the restart, but it was still better than one of the best starts I've gotten this year. And then just, was picking away my laps and made a couple passes, and I saw I was in P11, so I was stoked about that. And I could see 10th right in front of me, but just ran out of time. But stoked with how the day went, and yeah, we don't know what overall we got, obviously, because timing and scoring is messed up, but hopefully I did pretty good.